Well, 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 well. We're back in the house again. Welcome to Angel Snuffing Up 7 Radio. I'm your host, Angel Snuffing Up 7. And this, of course, is the Reality's Temple on Earth. I am also your soul brother, number one. Morning, morning, morning. What's up, people? Another day, as they say in Babylon. I'm lucky, I guess, to be in a situation where it's really sort of peaceful. I don't have to worry about somebody bugging me. I'm watching birds and animals, and it's usually quiet, not a whole lot going on, unless I'm really like in the city. And it's to my advantage because it gives me a chance to think about things, reflect on life and think about the teachings, the things that I was taught in my life. Think about Jesus and, hey, what's up there, twin? Think about Jesus and George Washington chopped down the cherry tree, and just reflect on things that people have taught you, and we take these things to heart. Sometimes people teach us things so they can exploit us. And then sometimes people teach us things just out of sheer ignorance. There is no harmful intent. They didn't mean to, they just didn't know any better. Our parents and even ourselves, we are teaching and we're doing things. Some of us are teaching and we're doing things so that we can make money off of others, so that we can get sex from somebody. We're doing these things to exploit. But like I said, everybody is not about that. Sometimes there are people who really believe in white Jesus. And really they're not tripping off the color. They are in love with the idea of Jesus. Now you might trip off the color. They don't care about the color of Jesus. That's not what they're into. They are in love with the idea of the concept of this man died for their sins, and they have an opportunity, should they act in a righteous manner, they have an opportunity to be rewarded for that righteous behavior with everlasting life. And they believe that. There are people, you might call them a coon, you might call them an Uncle Tom and a Sambo. There are those who really love America. They are patriotic to America. They believe in the concept of this country. You call them Uncle Tom and you call them Coon and Sambo, but they sincerely have faith and they believe in trying to work this out, the problems that we have in this country, work these things out. They are American citizens, and there ain't a damn thing you can say or do. They are going to believe in Jesus. They are going to believe in this country. And they are sincere. There's nothing that we can do about that. We are so judgmental. We are very judgmental over others. He's a coon, he's an agent, he's a spy. No, they believe what they believe just like you believe what you believe. And we have to learn the difference between a scammer, an exploiter, a coon and an Uncle Tom and all this other silly stuff that y'all come up with. Know the difference between that and being sincere. This country is the only land, this is the only place we know. You are not thinking straight talking to people, and this is all they know. You're not talking straight. When you're talking to a woman that have been married 30 years, and you telling her about an abusive relationship, this is the man she loved. Abuse, happy times, it don't make any difference. We know you have to come from their perspective, from the place that they come from, but you don't want to come there. You want to, it's like trying to treat a drug addict cold turkey. I remember that movie, New Jack City. Chris Rock played a crackhead, and Ice-T made him get off that stuff cold turkey. Did you see what Chris Rock went through in the movie Ray? Ray Charles was hooked on that stuff. And Ray Charles just went cold turkey to try to get off heroin. Do you see what you have to go through when you hooked on something? When this is all you know, this is what makes you feel good. This is what you love, and you talk about, and you want people to just quit cold turkey because you said, we can do better. That's wrong. And the sad thing is, you will respond the same way, in the same manner, if somebody tried to take what you love, what you admire, what you care about cold turkey. Whether it's right or whether it's wrong, you have a fit too. We have no sympathy or empathy for people. We just talk. We don't give a damn about hurting people's feelings. We don't care nothing about the psychological damage we're doing to people. We don't care about the enemies that we're making. It's all about, I'm right. This is the way it go. I don't want to be accused of that. And I don't do that. Because I talk about certain things and I never talk about people personally. That's none of my business. What you do with your wife, that's personal. I don't talk about you and your person. I don't care about the clothes you wear. I don't care about the car you driving. I don't care if you only have 20 teeth in your mouth. I don't care about that type of thing. We stay on the topic. We stay on the topic because we want to liberate ourselves from an oppressor once and for all. I understand that this situation cannot change without you. But you have all these people, they believe that they can do it and make it without you. Well, they've been trying to do things on their own. Nobody don't need nobody. And you see where we're at right now to this day. Marcus Garvey, Booker T. Washington, W.E.B. Du Bois, all those brothers and sisters during the time of Marcus Garvey, going way back and even prior, their number one priority is, regardless to their differences, they got to find a way to work together, because without unity, everything that you do don't mean a damn thing. Your African school, your building a nation, nothing that you have is going to work without the backing of the people, and the people are diverse and we don't want to accept our differences. Well, just be happy being a damn slave. Just be happy what's going to happen to us, because if anything, like we was talking about on general discussion last night, if anything drastic changes in the world, we are the most vulnerable. Anybody, any other of these people that's in this country can take advantage of us. Hell, they taking advantage of us right now. We're done. We're cooked. Stick a fork in us. We're done. With this mindset, with this mentality that we have, we're just done. So to give constructive criticism is not being a hater. To give constructive criticism is not being jealous. I want you to succeed. I want you to do better. I speak positive things, but the thing about that is, you so hurt by what you believe to be negative, you don't listen, you don't hear the things that I say positive. That goes out the window. You concentrate on the negative. You don't want to hear nothing positive because it hurts your feeling, it makes you feel bad. And that's all you think about. You don't care nothing about the positive things in people. But I do make mention. And so you are a liar. If you say I'm just about negativity, putting people down, you're a liar. But this does. See, the problem is, a lot of us believe we don't have to change. We don't have to change nothing. We are right just the way we are. We have a problem. We don't have to work with nobody. The way I got things, the way things are going, this is the way it needs to be. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with none of this stuff. If it was working. It's not working. If you're not unified, it's not working. It's never going to work. So we have this video here where I make some positive points for clarification, which I say all the time about Minister Louis Farrakhan. A man I worked with for 7 to 9 years. And I say this all the time. If it was not for Minister Louis Farrakhan, I would not be talking to you. This is a fact. I don't even have to say that. But I know it would not be true. If it was not for Minister Louis Farrakhan, I would not be talking to you guys right now. This is a pure fact. My experience in the Nation of Islam brought my level of understanding to new levels being a child. The brothers, the FOI, when I was a young man growing up, those men, their example, inspired me. It was the first time I was around men really trying to strive and do something, especially in the 80s. The Louis Farrakhan that you see now, I think is a very far cry from the Louis Farrakhan in the 80s. But then also he was a younger man. He was in his 50s. It was a powerful thing, and you ought to saw how the people responded to us as a FOI in the streets in the 80s when I was there. It was a whole different environment. And because of the environment, because of the influence of Louis Farrakhan, whether you like it or not, Minister Louis Farrakhan's activities and what he was doing caused people to start looking at black power and Afrocentricity. All this stuff started to rise up again. Because it really wasn't, of course it existed, but it did not stir. It really wasn't awakened again. Black power, the struggle, all that really didn't start coming back up until Minister Farrakhan started doing his thing. I know, I lived it, I was there. I know what was going on. Matter of fact, prior to Minister Farrakhan, the leader, or the one that was always in the news, was Jesse Jackson. That's why if you watch Good Times, they talk a lot about Jesse Jackson. They bring up his name because in the 70s, it was Jesse Jackson. And people don't want to give Jesse Jackson his credit. When I was alive, I was living, okay? Hold on a second, y'all. Y'all know I'm doing my thing here. So, yeah, this was the 70s. Hold on.
There you go.
All right, thank you very much. You do the same. But it was Jesse Jackson in the 70s and the Rainbow Coalition. And I give Jesse Jackson credit because there was things that was going on which you don't know, some of you weren't even born yet. Jesse Jackson and the Rainbow Coalition did make some moves. I give credit where credit is due. I'm not going to give you credit for what you don't earn, but for what you do, I'm going to give you your credit. I have no choice. I'm going to give you your credit. You can say whatever the hell you want about Jesse Jackson or Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton is some type of informant, some type of agent. Jesse Jackson is a coon, whatever. I lived it. When those men were younger men in the 70s and early 80s, prior to even Minister Farrakhan getting started, Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, they were the people making the moves. The Black Panthers was destroyed. The Nation of Islam was destroyed. There was nothing too much left. Nothing too much was going on. You had a brother called, his name was Verdon Jordan, I believe. He was the president of the Urban League, Vernon Jordan. It was men like him. They were out there trying to do something. A little bit of something is better than nothing at all. But it was Minister Farrakhan, when he gained strength in the grassroots, it was him that started raising all this so-called consciousness back up to the minds of the people. This is a fact. I lived it. So you can call me a liar all that you want to, but I lived it. I don't have to lie about anything. I lived it. I saw it. I was part of it. So we can always speak negative things. That's easy to do, y'all. It's easy to be negative. I'm not trying to be negative when I speak. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to show us our error with all humility. I'm not a know-it-all. I never claimed to be Mr. Know-it-all. I don't want to be know-it-all. Because this situation, whether you like it or not, it's going to take all of us, all our brain power that we can muster in order to get out of this situation. We cannot depend on one man. We cannot depend on one organization. This is going to take all of us, as many as possible, in order to change this condition. I speak in a manner so that we can do better. I want you to be successful. One thing about the brothers and sisters in the Nation of Islam is they are professional at TCB. You do know what TCB is, right? Taking care of business. The brothers and sisters, this is what I love about the structure of the Nation of Islam. They know how to take care of business. Give them their assignment and they take care of business. The reason of why they have not taken care of business as they could is because, and it's not being negative, Minister Farrakhan is an older man now. He just don't have it. Minister Farrakhan is just not, he don't have the vision. He's not a leader. Minister Farrakhan can motivate you. Minister Farrakhan is very inspiring. But Minister Farrakhan does not have that leadership capability that you need in order to get us to going where we need to go. He just don't. That's just the truth. And time has verified that. Has nothing to do with me being negative. Just because a person can speak, just because somebody can be a spiritual leader, don't make them a revolutionary leader. And that's what we need. We don't need any spirituality. We need somebody who's ready to kick ass and get us out of this situation once and for all. Spirituality, if it was up to spirituality and being spiritual, we'll be a true free people right now. That's not what's happening. That's why Brother Malcolm X, when he decided to organize himself, there was a part of him where he dedicated to the spiritual, the religious side of himself, and then the revolutionary side of himself. You had to separate the two. Spirituality is not going to help you in this situation. I remember about Minister Louis Farrakhan. Minister Farrakhan, whether I like it or not, or whether you like it or not, Minister Farrakhan is loved all over the world. Minister Farrakhan is famous all over the world. He's well known, he's well renowned all over the world. And what I liked about Minister Farrakhan, the last meeting that I went to, Minister Farrakhan actually took the time to try to shake hands and greet people personally. That's what he done. Hey, what's up there, Syrian? And I like that about him. Of course, everybody don't like Minister Farrakhan, so of course you have to have your security, because somebody might try to punch him in the face or slap him or stab him. But Minister Farrakhan actually took the time to greet people, shake their hands, and it was about, I don't know how many hundreds of people that was at that meeting. Minister Farrakhan actually went from place to place, greeting people and having a small conversation with them. That really means a lot to us. And he didn't have to do that. There's many things that Minister Farrakhan teach that I 100% agree on. There's a video, Minister Farrakhan talks about vanity. This is a wonderful, wonderful speech. The whole speech was wonderful. It was about vanity. It's on YouTube. Put in vanity and Minister Farrakhan and y'all can watch that. I love that video. I listen while I'm working here. I put that speech on. I listen to Minister Farrakhan. See, the problem here is y'all think somebody hates somebody or jealous or envious. That's not what's happening here. I don't hate people. I don't hate Minister Farrakhan. I don't hate Ben X. I don't hate Rºsparasons. I'm not jealous. I want us to do better. I want us to get out of this condition. But in the manner that we're doing, it's just not going to happen. We are what we are. The reality is, Minister Farrakhan is not a leader like that, y'all. He's just not. The things that we're doing is not working. Has nothing to do with hate or jealous or anything like that. There's many positive things I can say about Brother Ben X. Many positive things that I can say about Rºsparasons and Sanetta and Brother Maurice Muhammad, and the list goes on and on. Now, I don't hear people trying to say anything. I don't hear nobody trying to say anything positive about me. They always looking to try to find something. If you can find something negative about somebody, and in the world that we live in, it's about yin and yang, positive and negative, then there's something positive that you can talk about somebody. We know about what you disagree with. We know about the negativity. Why don't we concentrate on what is good, the positive things that we see in people? Let's work on that. I know you disagree, and I know you don't like, but what about the positive things that we have in life? I'm very sure that there's something positive that you can say about Angel Snub Nub 7. Except he's a crazy, crazy old man. Jealous old man. Envious old man. I am not, look, I'm not here to hate people. My channel is not about bashing Minister Farrakhan. My channel is not about bashing Sarah or Polite or any of our brothers and sisters. We have to understand each other. And that's what we don't want to do. We don't want to understand somebody. If somebody tell you I love Jesus, they love Jesus. If they love white Jesus, they love white Jesus. If they love Islam, they just love Islam. People love and believe what they believe. But we have something in common, y'all, here. What we have in common here is we know we have a common enemy. We have a common problem here. And all of us want to solve it. It's quite clear we want to get out of this. And the only way we can do it, we have to work with one another. It's simple as that. You make it complex. You make it complex because we're arrogant. We make it complex because we're immature. We make it complex because we're greedy. We just make it complex. Absolutely correct, Syrian. It's all about love. We always say that I love my people, I do this for my people, I love, but with love comes understanding. With love comes empathy. With love comes compromise. It's not, when you talk about you love somebody, it's not about you. It's about the other person also. And we have not learned that. If people don't do what we think they need to do or feel the way we do, then it's about you a coon, you Uncle Tom, you a Sambo, you a spy and all like this. You don't give a damn about somebody else's journey in life, their understanding in life. But anyway, I gotta get out of here. I got some things to do and gotta move on. I just want to put that out there because I love everybody. I would not even be here if it was not for Minister Louis Farrakhan. And it's some other things I could say positive about the minister. There's positive things that I can say about a whole lot of folks. So don't accuse me of being jealous and envious and a hater and all that stuff. You're a liar. You are an outright liar. I want what is in the best interest of us. We got to find something that works. We can't continue to do these things that we're doing because they're not working, y'all. It's simple as that. Let's deal with the reality of things. Come together and agree on something so that we can work on this and get out of this situation once and for all. That's what I want. It's not about making market. But now, if you don't want that, if you want to continue to do what you're doing, you're saying that you're a brother, but you don't want to act brotherly, you don't want to act sisterly, you want to keep running around here calling people Uncle Toms and Coons, well then, let's do this. Yeah. Since you want to be an enemy, then I'm going to treat your happy ass like an enemy. You don't want to do that? You damn liar, you sewer rat, you piece of trash. Well then, let's do it then. What I got to lose? But if you really want to be a brother, you want to be a sister, you really care about our situation, then you need to show this in your action and learn how to get along with your brother and sister, regardless if they're Christian or Muslim or atheist, agnostic, or whatever the hell they are in this country. You need to learn how to get along with our people so we can get our people out of this damn condition once and for all. Otherwise, you're a lying ass sucker, and no, I don't want nothing to do with you. Hell yeah, and I'm gonna get on and stay on your damn neck. Because you're a damn liar, you're a manipulator, you're an exploiter, you're a damn leech. And hell no, you're not my brother or my friend. What I got to lose? You're a damn enemy to me now. And you're an enemy to these people because these people deserve to be truly liberated from an oppressor once and for all. And you standing in the damn way. Wasting resources, wasting damn time. With all your damn pretty speeches and garbage that you got going on. And selling t-shirts and all this other nonsense that's not gonna do a damn thing for us. And that's a fact, like King Noble said. On that note, let me get out here. Got to roll. I'll talk to y'all later. And that's it. Audi 5000. Peace.